Before we get started, I would like to give a huge shout out to Shigoku Timmy, who did the thumbnail for today's video. Please do look the guy up on Twitter. He does amazing work, and do pay your artists, guys. Please do pay your artists. I legitimately refused to use his thumbnail unless he allowed me to pay him for it, and I was not disappointed. He did an amazing job, so thank you once again. Okay, so before I start, I want to give a big shout out to every one of my subscribers that comments on my videos, especially my videos titled More Waiting regarding the announcement of Evo Japan. A lot of you guys had a lot to say, and I really appreciate the feedback. So with that said, let's address some of the things that everyone is concerned about. A few of the comments were curious about the price, because for the upcoming DLC, we didn't get any information regarding how much it would cost at Evo Japan. I can definitely sympathize with this, because again, this is another really important thing that we, the fans, need to know. That said, if they were to do the DLC packs in sets of 3 again, I would hope that the prices would match. My concern for caution here is what I said a long time ago in regards to the price practices when it comes to the DLC. For every new set of characters that they put in that they do not own, they must pay for them in some way. Which is why I think Arcana Hearts was chosen to begin with, because they own those characters, so therefore they don't have to pay anyone to use them. With this in mind, I would hope that the whole half the roster is DLC argument does not get reawakened as we're going into Season 2. But until we know what all the fates are, this argument may not go away. The reason being is that the linchpin for this argument is that reused assets shouldn't cost anything. Well, no, they will always cost, because if you don't own something, to use it, you must pay. That's just how the world works. The next biggest concern I saw in the comments from that video was, where were the RWBY characters in this announcement? Now, I must say with this one, I'm split on. Not because I don't want any more RWBY characters, because anyone who saw my top 10 characters that I want playable will tell you, I want at least 3 more RWBY characters. But I'm split on this because with the 5th Fate here, what if the RWBY characters we have are all we're getting? This would mean that for every franchise that is added that isn't an ARC property would have limited amount of characters that are getting added. From a longevity standpoint, I would say this is okay for characters like RWBY, Yang, and Blake, because they've received universal praise for being good and usable at any skill level, compared to Weiss, who needs a bit more skill and time and practice with to make decent, as she's not good walking right out of the door. So let me get to the title of today's video. What if ARC saved the biggest announcement for the Evo lineup announcement? Let me explain. See, ARC knows that the main people that were watching Evo Japan are the people who are already invested in their game and in their company. We also know that they like to reach as many new faces as possible. Now, I don't want to downplay Evo Japan, but it only reached about 2.7k viewers for the BBTAG finals. Compare this to the 35k at Evo US the previous year. Looking at it like this, how many thousands of people do you think will be watching the Evo lineup announcement next week that don't play tag right now? I would wager anywhere from 50 to 100,000 easy. Between Evo's own Twitch and YouTube, private Twitch streamers, and YouTubers as well. This would be their best time to reach so many new people who wrote the game off or maybe weren't quick to pick it up to begin with. If it were up to me and BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle was going to Evo again this year, I would have a trailer with at least 4 more characters revealed with dates being played during this announcement, because it would be so well placed for everyone that no one could complain about it. Especially if they were to put at the end of the announcement when the next announcement would be coming. After all, we did not get an announcement for when the patch would be coming, so the timing here would be perfect, because the 6-month wait for that small announcement at Evo Japan was definitely not worth the wait. I'm not ungrateful for the announcement because we were getting tired of waiting, but for the little amount of information we got without any more information for what's coming next, it's just not good enough, right? As I said to one of my commenters on my video regarding that announcement, the announcement we got at Evo Japan was like a small band-aid. Taking all of this into consideration, let's talk the best case scenario. We could potentially see BBTAG be announced for Evo this year, combined with an announcement trailer with so many eyes watching. If it were me guessing what would be in the trailer, I would hope to see 1 character from each of the core franchises, BlazBlue, Persona, and Under Night respectively. I'd guess maybe Hibiki or Bullet from BlazBlue, Hilda from Under Night, and Elizabeth from Persona, as well as another character from Arcana Heart if we're lucky. If Elizabeth is revealed here, first of all, 1, I'm gonna do a backflip and probably break something. And 2, my suspicion that Persona 4 and Persona Ultimax were split will definitely increase. If there is no announcement, we will be back to the dark times of waiting for an announcement because there is no real big major coming up for at least a few months. The best I'd say we could hope for is a stream announcement, but we saw how well that went for us with the 5th Fate. So we will see what happens with the Evo lineup next Tuesday. It is at 6 PM PST, so make sure you convert accordingly. So what do you guys think? Do you think I'm way off base, or do you think we may be getting another announcement sometime soon? Let me know in the comments below.